The law of rhythm. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. The Kybalion. This law is similar to the law of vibration in relation to motion, but the motion identified in the law of rhythm is manifested as an ebb and flow, a to and fro, a swinging forward and then a swinging backward, just like the pendulum movement. This to and fro movement manifests in the physical, mental, and spiritual planes. This principle is also closely connected to the law of polarity, where there needs to be the identification of two opposite poles or extremes. It's important to note that the pendulum swing is not necessarily to the extreme either end, but there is at play a form of compensation that works with this law, meaning the level of high experienced on one end will be mirrored by the same level of a low in its intensity. There is always an action and reaction, an advance and then a retreat, a rising and then sinking. This is manifested in the universe's suns, animals, minerals, forces, energies, mind, and also spirit. It also manifests in the creation and destruction of whole worlds, of nations, in their rise and in their fall, even in the mental processes of man. The Hermetic laws won't be understood by everybody and will be realized by even less. In this principle, the masters realized that on the mental plane, there manifested a higher and a lower plane of consciousness. This understanding allowed the master to rise to the higher planes of consciousness, escaping the lower planes, which is where the law of rhythm manifests. So just to read a little snippet of this law, it states, if you will stop and consider a moment, you will realize how much these swings of rhythm have affected you in your life, how a period of enthusiasm has been invariably followed by an opposite feeling and mood of depression. Likewise, your moods and periods of courage have been succeeded by equal moods of fear. And so, it has ever been with the majority of persons. Tides of feeling have ever risen and fallen with them, but they have never suspected the cause or reason of the mental phenomena. An understanding of the workings of this principle will give one the key to mastery of these rhythmic swings of feeling and will enable him to know himself better and to avoid being carried away by these inflows and outflows. The will is superior to the conscious manifestation of this principle, although the principle itself can never be destroyed.